Hey guys, my name's Sophia Phelps and I'm here at Loretta Lynn's with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. You might be asking why I'm hanging out in the creek right now and drinking a lemonade, but that's actually because I'm starting to feel some pressure here, during the middle of the week. We've come down to the third and final moto is all that's left in my class. Going into the third moto tied for the championship is a little bit stressful, so I had to do something to alleviate this pressure that I'm feeling. So I figured I'd share my tips with you on how to alleviate pressure. So here you go. Alleviating pressure in a race situation starts at home long before you ever come to Loretta Lynn's or any race of that sort. My parents have taught me growing up that if I want to achieve anything big in life, I should set a goal and make a plan to achieve it. This applies really well in racing because I have big dreams and big goals, so a plan to achieve it is necessary. That way, when I wake up every single day, I know what I have to do to become a champion or whatever it is that I'm going for. My plan consists of things like dietary habits and gym workouts and riding workouts, things like that. So when I show up here, I'm ready to go. And I know that I've done everything I can to prepare for this race. Having a solid plan like that and executing that plan throughout the summer or whenever my time is leading up to the race helps me when I get to the gate. So when I'm sitting there feeling all the pressure because I'm about to start a big important moto, I know that I came to that race as prepared as anyone else on that line. In fact, my dad and I have said it a lot on the line. I'll be sitting there, sweating because I'm kind of stressed about what's going on, and he'll come up and say to me, "You realize you've prepared as well as anyone else here, right?" And I kind of think about it and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right. You're right." And that's a good thing for me to hear and remember. It calms me down a lot. So I'd say having a plan set beforehand definitely helps sitting on the line at the race when my mind's going crazy and I'm just thinking about the moto ahead. When it comes to the pressure that you feel when you're at the track waiting for a moto, whether that's hours before your moto or right before, the best thing that you could do, that I like to do, is to distract myself. If I'm on the line or in staging, I like to talk to the people around me. It might even get irritating the amount that I talk, but I don't really stop because when I'm talking, I'm at least not thinking about the moto that's ahead. When I'm hours before a moto, I come sit in a creek and I sip on lemonade. That's a lot better. But either way, I'm distracting myself and my mind so I'm not just feeling weighted down by this blanket of pressure that sits here at the ranch. As fun as all of these distractions are, you can't really step away from what's really happening, and a lot of people feel a ton of pressure on the track, which is why you'll see people cracking under pressure, whether that's tipping over during a moto or just riding slower, making mistakes, whatever it is. My best advice for not feeling that pressure on the track is to focus on doing everything perfectly, which sounds like so much work and so much to focus on, which is exactly the idea. If you are completely honed in on the correct body positioning and the correct throttle response and clutch release and just doing everything perfect on the bike while you're out there on the track, you will have zero time to even think about, the championship ahead or whatever's going on. All you'll be doing is putting down great lap times because you're focused on doing everything correctly. So yeah, I'd just say that when you are out there on the track racing, be present, don't go into autopilot, focus on what you're doing and do it right. Okay guys, those are my tips for handling pressure in a race situation. I'll be using these tomorrow in my moto to avoid pressure if possible, and I'll see you guys out on the track.